In the hills of Alberta, coyotes run thick. This week on Foxpro Fur Takers, Big Al crosses the border to call North America's finest fur. Push the right buttons and they'll run you over. The only question, what happens when you call 8 at a time?
Here they come.
We're here in southwest Alberta, right up along the base of the Rocky Mountains. There's a lot of open country, a lot of habitat variations. We're going to be trying to hunt some transition between croplands and native grasslands, prairies.
The wind's dying down, might start getting good. That coyote's coming across here. He's gonna pop out right here. Right there in front of the bushes. Right there's that coyote. He's to the right of the bushes now. He's gonna come up that ridge. There he is right there. That took some coaxing to get him up there.
I don't mind when they come in slow like that, actually. I don't mind it.
Lil's cottontail got him to come up. I was afraid he's gonna get behind this hill and wind us. One in, one done. We'll go get him.
You gonna drag it?
Hell yeah, I'll let you drag it. Fat. Big old female. Right here, yeah. And look at that, she's spotting on it. Nice gray coyote. We're on the board here in Canada. We're with Corey Jarvis, Three Rivers Adventures. This country's awesome, Corey. Let's go do it again, brother. The peak of the coyote breeding season's February 15th, but we noticed here the third week in January that these coyotes are already mating up here, or really close to mating. And so they're gonna be 15, 20 days ahead of their cousins down south that haven't mated yet. And the game plan's vocalization. I reverse it. In January, in November, December, I'll run 8, 10 minutes of rabbit distress or deer distress or bird distress, and then I'll vocalize at the end of that. This time of year, I primarily vocalize for 8, 10 minutes, and then I'll prey distress. I like to fire on more than one cylinder. I just don't go fishing with one lure. Don't go coyote calling with one call. We finished out the day, and we saw some other coyotes, and we got some interest, but the wind picked up on day one, so we kind of called day one.
Second morning in Alberta. It's really cold this morning, but not as much wind, and I just think it's gonna be a great day. We just saw a pair of coyotes over here. We're gonna slip over this hill, see if we can call them in. Hopefully they don't see us sticking out here. We'll see how it goes.
We were calling one direction, and we heard some coyotes over the hill.
When you're communicating with a coyote, we don't understand their language. I don't know, we'll see if we can prove to you today we can call these coyotes in.
Well, when we got up, Corey looked behind us. He sees these coyotes, this pair of coyotes way out there. I'm talking 1.5 miles out there.
Corey, do you have that collar on? It's ready to go.
What I like hunting with guys that know what they're doing, you get on the same page, and Corey looked at me as I'm pressing the button for Pup Distress 3. He goes, try Pup Distress, and immediately starts playing. He gives me a thumbs up.
Dang it, they're leaving.
as soon as we hit pup distress 3, that female kicks it.
Oh, here she comes. She's coming right.
That was awesome! Yes! Right there, what? Yeah!
Nice job, brother.
Pup distress, all over it. She could not stand a coyote in her area, could she? Still running, I'm shaking. Here we are, second morning. It's absolutely filthy with coyotes right here in south central Alberta. And we finally don't have wind. And it's the not wind that's really helping. We could talk about it, but let's go do it. We're back with Corey Jarvis, Three Rivers Adventures, and we got a new twist this time. We're going out with Josh, Mini Chief, and Josh lives on the Kainai Indian Reserve here in Canada.
Josh has a really neat opportunity here on the Blood Indian Reservation, or the Kainai Indian Reservation as it's called. And he's got about 550 square miles, both sides bounded by a couple different rivers, and it's loaded up with coyotes.
Look at how careful they got to be on that ice.
There's coyotes everywhere. I really don't think you can set up and call somewhere that a coyote couldn't hear you out here.
You got her? Boom. Got her. Yes. That was awesome. But the coyotes are coming to the vocals and pup distress 3. Stay after them. Try it. Push buttons. Figure out what trips them up. That coyote, it's right here, and we tanked it. Beautiful hide.
I mean, there's an abundance of coyotes here. We love hunting them, but one added bonus is the quality of the coyotes up here is second to none.
Wow. Look at that guard hair.
I'm playing coyote pup distress, and she thinks that there's a male up here breeding that female. It's that time of year. They're going to assert their dominance in their area. I promise you, if you get out with a Foxpro and play these coyote vocals, are you convinced yet that we can vocalize them in? I'll tell you what, it doesn't get any better than this right here in Alberta with Corey Jarvis, Three Rivers Adventures.
We're gonna do it again.
In an average day out here, we hope to see 20 or even up to 30 coyotes. That's not uncommon. We'll get in 15 sets on a good day, and you know, we hope to call in coyotes on a third of those sets.
The third day was the money day. We were into coyotes from the moment we got up to the moment we went home.
We can hear one barking in behind us, directly north of us, right where the vehicle is.
You know, we heard these back here. Coyote right there. Dang it. He's barking. He's barking at us right there. How far is he? 408? Right to 4. Whew. Oh, he sees Josh coming. Oh, just missed him.
That's the problem when you're got a pickup, man. We finally called one in. I'm sorry I let you down, Night Force. 400 yards, I missed.
One of the challenges anywhere you're calling coyotes, but especially out here, is how wide open it is. It's really hard to hide your vehicle, and the coyotes don't like coming in when they can see a vehicle anywhere nearby.
We made a couple more stands, saw a few more coyotes. They just didn't position themselves for us. And we got along this canal, worked over this dirt bank and started calling to the south. And we hear this coyote just cutting it up to our north.
You hear that? There he is, there he is. Corey, how far is he?
I got him at 434 Al.
He's hard shot. We just did it! 430! Yes! There, look! That, Mark Benelli, you boys at Night Force, that shot's for you. 434. I dialed up to 4, gave it just a titch more. The 22-250 with that 50 grain super performance. Boom, baby! Now the fat guy's got to rumble to go get that one.
Now we got to hike to go get him. That's the downside of shooting that far.
Isn't this where the guides go get the coyote?
That's the beautiful thing about a Night Force scope is you can dial her up to 4, crank her off, hit a coyote in the heart, watch it tater out there.
Look at that dog right there.
I'll take that 434-yard shot any day of the week.
Foxpro Fur Tactics, presented by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession.
We get asked all the time about how loud or how soft you should play a call. A lot of times you get into the wide open areas and you think you really need to play that call really loud because you're not able to hear the call that much. Just the opposite is when you're in the thick woods, you can hear the call a lot more, so people tend to play the call a lot softer. The reason you're hearing that volume a lot louder in the thick woods is because you're getting a lot of bounce back from the trees and the vegetation, making it seem like it's getting louder, when in reality, you're not getting that much penetration. Same is true when you're hunting in the wide open areas. You know, you don't have to play that call as loud. Just because you can't hear it does not mean that anything out there can't hear it. But when you're hunting the thick woods, don't be afraid to crank that volume up and really get the penetration to make your stands more successful.
Well, we're up here with Three Rivers Adventures, Corey Jarvis. Man, we were in coyotes from daylight to dawn. We found spotting females this whole trip, so they're in full rut. Yeah! So to speak. The game plan's vocalization. I know I'm in such a coyote dense area that I continued to do my sequence. Male coyote howl, female yodel howl. Wait a few minutes, I did some diaphragm yips.
There's a coyote right here. I missed him there. You on it? I'm gonna hit him.
I'll tell you what, it was one of the prettiest coyotes I've seen. He's a big, long, lean male. I think he was coming up there for a couple different reasons. He heard other coyotes and he heard a female. I like to pop that diaphragm into some estrus yips. It's just a sound I think a female makes when she's coming into heat. I'm amazed the country Josh gets to run here. Yeah, it's just, that's a beautiful hide. He's gonna make somebody happy. Southern Alberta, Corey Jarvis, Three Rivers Adventures. He works with Josh. What's the land we're on, Josh?
Hunting the Kainai Reserve.
Any idea how many acres or?
You're looking about a little over 500 square miles.
Over 500 square miles of the best coyote country on the planet. You want to know Josh. As far as density of coyotes, I've hunted all over, Corey. You've got more coyotes than any place I've about been. vocalizations, pup distress 3, money, all day long. Look right here. This is why we killed this coyote, because one of their grouse they like to chase is dead. Nothing but feathers. That's why you hunt these coyotes. They're grouse eaters too.
We're here in southwest Alberta, right up along the base of the Rocky Mountains and stretching out into the prairies.
Phenomenal weather. Cold temperatures in the morning, getting up to about 20, 30 degrees in the afternoon, and we're hunting these beautiful coyotes. And let me tell you what, they were on the run this trip. I knew the game plan going into this hunt was going to be different. We're still going to fire on those prey distress sounds, but this trip I knew it was going to be about vocalizations, using the diaphragm and a Foxpro and the hand calls and making it happen for us.
About 200 yards out, right on the fence line.
And that female could not have come any harder. Are they coming to that pup distress or what? Male howl, female howl, diaphragm howl, little estrus yipping, pup distress. We sure should have had that double. He wasn't 70, 80 yards the first 3 shots we had at him, and we missed a double. Right here, look at that, female. Look, she's spotting, it's called. And they do that right when they're coming into season to mate. And we have really put the hammering on the females this week, haven't we?
The females are coming first, that's for sure. I mean, we had that nice male with her, but we duffed on that one.
I can only imagine it's that high pitch. I call that an estrus yip on a diaphragm. This is number 6 for you. I've missed 1 or 2. I'm telling you what, they got as pretty a coyotes as I've ever seen. They got some of the best coyote country I've ever run in. Josh has 500 square miles he calls his playground right here in southern Alberta. I've been all over this country. I've done a lot of things, but I've never hunted coyotes in a funner place than this right here with Corey and Josh. You think we'll get one more in?
Yep, one more. I'd like to get one more in tonight.
Let's do it. Fur takers right here in Alberta. We're gonna go see if we can have some more fun. The very next stand, we work out on a point. We park the truck behind a hill, walk out. We got a coyote mousing. I'm doing everything. I'm throwing the kitchen sink at this coyote, lightning jack, coyote pup distress, diaphragm calling. I think the coyote was deaf, personally. He is not paying attention at all. All of a sudden, Corey goes, I got 2.
3 of them, 4 of them, 4, 5 out.
Make it 6. Corey goes, you better get over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here they come. Here he comes.
It's sitting.
How far? How far?
396.
Missed him. Doggone it.
Well,
How many was there? The 5 there, 2 here, 7, and this one here. 8 coyotes. 0. I'm not a greedy man. I knew there were 6 more coming, but 1 in the hand beats 5 in the bush, or 6, and I just made an executive decision to shoot that close coyote. So we saw 8 coyotes on one stand and I got none, and all I can say is, it happens. You shoot enough coyotes, you're gonna miss them. I don't know what would have happened if I wouldn't have shot at that one. Would they have made it? The wind was blowing that way a little. I don't know if they'd have circled us. I don't know if they'd have ran us over. We'll never know, because I wasn't patient. I didn't wait. I wanted to make sure of one, and I didn't even do that. I'll never forget that stand I shared with Corey and Josh.
Way to end the day. I mean, that's cool just to see that school.
Southern Alberta, get here one time. You'll be hooked, I know you will. Fur takers, we're out.
Next week, Mike Dillon introduces his wife to Virginia predators. Plus, we test a new toy that just might change the face of night hunting. Until then, stay after them.